Once upon a time in a bustling town, there stood a magnificent oak tree named Eldarin. Eldarin was no ordinary tree. He was known for his wisdom and the deep roots that connected him to the very heart of the earth. People from all walks of life sought his counsel. One windy day, as Eldarin swayed gently in the breeze, a weary traveler named Arik approached him. Arik was burdened with the challenges of adulthood, grappling with the complexities of work, relationships, and the constant winds of change that swept through his life. Dear Eldarin, Arik sighed, I feel like I'm standing in the midst of a real endless storm. Every decision I make seems to be blown away by the winds of uncertainty. How can I find stability and peace in this turbulent life? Eldarin, with his branches rustling softly, began to share a fable of his own. Long ago, in a distant forest, there lived a wise old owl named Alaric. Alaric, much like yourself, faced the persistent winds of change. One day, he observed a tiny dandelion seed floating in the air, dancing effortlessly with the wind. Intrigued, Alaric approached the seed and asked, how do you stay so carefree in the face of the wind's constant push and pull? The dandelion seed replied, I have learned to embrace the wind, for it is not my enemy, but my companion. It takes me to new places and helps me fulfill my purpose of spreading life wherever I go. Arik, just like Alaric, realized the profound lesson within the fable. Eldarin continued, life is much like the persistent wind, my dear Arik. Instead of resisting it, embrace the changes it brings. Just as the dandelion seed uses the wind to fulfill its purpose, you too can find opportunities for growth and fulfillment in the face of life's challenges. Arik pondered Eldarin's words and decided to adopt a new perspective. He began to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for personal development. He faced each gust of wind with resilience and adaptability, just like the dandelion seed. As the seasons changed, so did Arik. He navigated the ups and downs of life with newfound wisdom, understanding that change was inevitable, but could be harnessed for personal growth. Eldarin, observing Arik's transformation, nodded approvingly. One day, a strong gust of wind swept through the town, bringing with it a sense of uncertainty. Arik, however, stood firm, his roots anchored deep in the soil of resilience. Others marveled at his composure, and soon they too sought the wisdom of Eldarin, hoping to weather the storms of life with the same grace. And so, the town became a haven for those seeking guidance, all thanks to the timeless wisdom shared by Eldarin, and the valuable lesson Arik had learned from the dancing dandelion seed. In the end, Eldarin, standing tall and wise, reminded everyone that the key to a fulfilling life lies not in avoiding the winds of change, but in learning to dance with them, guided by the unwavering strength found within. The townsfolk, inspired by this fable, continued to face life's challenges with newfound courage, understanding that, like the wise oak, they too could weather any storm that came their way.